Have you ever lost sleep over what you think people are thinking about you? Here are 2 key ways to deal with that. Before I even get into that, you're going to want to save this so you can come back to it later. Whether we're losing sleep over something that someone said about us or a thing that we did that we wish we hadn't done, a mistake we made, or you just slipped in conversation and said the wrong thing, and now you're worried about what other people are thinking about you. And then it translates into what you think about yourself and the way you talk to yourself. So how do you deal with it? Because we made some mistake, now we have a whole character flaw? I don't think so. The first thing to focus on is actually surprising. So anytime that we're having those kinds of thoughts, I like to go into the law of assumption. So the law of assumption, when we're talking about this, it goes into the kind of I'm rubber, you're glue, whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. So if somebody thinks something about somebody else, so let's say that someone is thinking something about you specifically, or says something about you, you can either internalize that and have that become what you think about yourself, or take the advice that is there and then reject the rest of it because you don't need to carry it around. That thought process leads to not accepting those negative thoughts. Now, if you go a step further, what happens within that law of assumption is that if it doesn't go to that person that you're thinking about or that's being thought of, it goes right back to the person who thought about it in the first place. It's what they thought of themselves. And psychology does support this, actually. The second thing that we're going to do is actually a reframe, and this is called a because I know. It starts off with identifying the belief that you have about yourself. I make a mistake every time I do something. So if you're thinking that about yourself, I clearly see that I believe I always make mistakes. Take what you see and you reframe and turn it on its head and say, because I know I do quality work, I make lists, I double check my work, I save anything before I leave a document. All of these little steps, whatever actionable steps are going to prevent from getting carried away from those thoughts, and has the effect of creating a new affirmation for us that's very personal and very real, that actually go into the deep thing that's at the core there that you have to undo. My name is Adelaide T. Washington. I help you turn pains into gains. Show me how helpful this video was by engaging with it and then going to the link in my bio to buy me a coffee to support this work. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.